Okay, so this time let's talk about some red flags that I need you to watch out for when you are choosing your clients in Upwork, in other marketplaces, and even if you are freelancing on your own. Okay, let's begin. The good thing about being a freelancer is the ability for you to choose your client. Unlike when you are in the corporate world, you are only choosing the job description. um, Whoever your team leader will be, whoever your supervisor or your boss, you don't have a say on that. But if you are a freelancer, you get to interview the client the same way. Okay, so that is one strength that we have. So ask the client as many questions as you would like, especially if this is a premium, high ticket client. You can also screen the client as much as you want to. Okay, and being a new freelancer, sometimes there are things that are hard to identify or hard to spot because this is all new to you, and that is completely okay. I am here. The reason why you are here in this course, in this master class, is for you to know all these. Okay, para when you go out there in the world, you already have an idea what are the red flags. And some of the red flags that you might want to consider before proceeding with the project are the following. Number one, when the freelancers have left them bad reviews. So I took this screenshot in Upwork. It's a one-star feedback given by the freelancer, and there was the client left a feedback, but it has been removed. Normally, if it's been removed, usually it's removed by the client, or a dispute specialist can be in the middle. When I was in Upwork, I actually worked in Upwork many years ago as part of the dispute team as well. So, may familiarity din ako sa area na yan. But in this part of this example, the freelancer gave a one-star feedback to the client. So, you might want to read that along. Um, the good thing about having um, a feedback system in marketplaces is that you can get to have a say on the professionalism, the accuracy of the job, how the feedback, I mean, how the client is in general, how the project is in general. You can say something about that so that the other parang watch out for para sa mga next freelancers, um they would have a gauge. Parang feedback sa Lazada, 'di ba? O reality versus expectation. Very same with the marketplaces as well. And the clients can rate you as a freelancer as well. Whether you're a rude freelancer, you're an abusive freelancer, you're not on time, you don't deliver, you said what you said, yung mga ganon. So it's like a review will definitely destroy you, and the client as well, kung hindi tama or hindi objective yung pagkaka-review. So I'm gonna leave this. I'm not gonna read everything, but you can pause the video and read what's being left. Usually kapag mahaba yung review, um I don't know, it there could be some truth in it. I mean, why would you leave one star feedback if you were happy with the situation, right? So yan, this person has left a one star review, and they have been together for a very short period of time, 11 hours. So pwedeng hindi sila nagkasundo, no? So watch out. I'm not saying that when there's a one star feedback, totally back out, but there's a chance. You have to read what it says, okay? Kumbaga parang nag-break sila, yung relationship nila. So tignan mo, ba't sila naghiwalay? Ganon, okay? And this one is another one. He's very unprofessional and inconsiderate. This one, nagkasama sila ng freelancer. You can see here also kung ano yung number of hours that were billed, at what rate, ilang oras sila naging together in the client and in the project. So it's about a year. And Would you know that these two feedback are coming from the same client? So, pareho siyang may one-star review sa dalawang freelancers. So, that is a red flag to me. Although there could be, other freelancers who have left them 5 or 4 or 3, pero dalawang tao na nagbigay sa'yo ng one-star, that's a red flag to me. Okay? So, watch out for that. Extremely be careful when this person is about to be dealing with you. Parang, dapat you have a high consciousness that what this person could be. Okay? And there's another one. This one is a different freelancer naman. This employer will not give you some time to learn the business, ganyan. So you have to also think about the objectivity ng tao na nagbibigay ng feedback. And also you can sometimes look at this one, hindi naman nag-iwan ng feedback si client, but there are times that the client would also give a mouthful of feedback to the freelancer, mga 1 to 2 paragraphs then. So you gotta be careful as well with that. um Another one, this one is another screenshot of a client. Look at this one. This client also got very low feedback from 2 freelancers, and this is only for 1 client. So ito yung mga red flags sa akin. Kapag may mga ganito kang feedback, I would not entertain. Okay? So, I don't know kung very subjective sila or whatever, pero it has something to do with the attitude. No, it could be the job, it could be mostly it's the attitude wise of the client. Eh. When freelancers are giving them feedback, lalo na kung more than 1, 2, 3, you gave low feedback, tatlong freelancers, you gotta watch out for that. Okay, so you have to review. Later on, we will check other job descriptions para makita nyo kung nasaan yung mga feedback, and you can read as well before you send the application. Another red flag for me is some shady, incomplete, and vague job description. What do I mean by that? Yung malabo talaga. Okay? Halimbawa ito, we are looking for a virtual assistant based in Singapore. Sure, okay, let's assume that of course we're not based in Singapore, but with just one liner like this, and I'm also very particular with the grammar, it's just me. There's no period at the end of it. So parang, what kind? There are a lot of virtual assistant in the world, and what tasks? If, lalo na meron akong nakita before na very run-on yung mga sentences niya. Parang hindi siya makabuo ng isang sentence, tapos there's no punctuation, there's no capitalization. Kung yung client nagbigay ng job description like that, and the client doesn't even make an effort to give you a very good job description, tapos very vague. Do you know what I'm getting at? Very vague, very lazy yung paggagawa ng job description. It's not a complete sentence. There's no period. There's no right capitalization. The grammar is poor. I'm not going to be with that client simply because yung job description niya nga hindi niya mapahalagahan eh. Alam niyo yon. Ganon, parang that I'm trying to sa tagal kong freelancer, there are so many job descriptions out there that are very, very good. They are well written, maayos, paragraph form, maliwanag, very coherent yung pagkagawa, very organized yung thought. And if comparing that to something like this, and especially you are a high ticket agent, you're a premium freelancer. Don't you know that? You are, because you are here. You are mentored by me. So, walang reason para hindi mo maisip yung sarili mo na you have invested in yourself. Okay? So, if ever that you are doubting right now that, oh no, coach, I'm not a premium freelancer, you are. You are here. Okay? Ayan, another example. We'll send you more details on this product promotion once you show interest. Why not now? Why not say it now? Diba? So, yan, I don't apply on these kinds of jobs. And look at this one. It's very entry level, $10 fixed price. I'm not gonna apply there. Another one. Personal assistant needed. For more information, call this number. No. Yung mga ganong vague. Kasi hindi mo alam eh. Kasi baka hindi naman fit para sa yung job. You have to put it right there. Ang daming mga general VA descriptions na well thought of, well written. So I'd go there. Okay, so those are the red flags for me. Another red flag for me is that the payment method is not verified. This is easy to fix. When we say payment not verified, hindi kada client kasi mag-iwan ng credit card sa Upwork. That means when the project has started, um, they can be automatically deducted by Upwork. So whatever happens, you get the pay from this client. If the payment method is not verified, meaning to say they haven't um probably they haven't put their credit card information or PayPal account on the platform. So this is easy fix. You can tell the client, usually yung mga payment not verified, mga bago, either bago sila or they removed their payment method, either nagpalit ng credit card or ganyan. Pero makikita mo naman dito yung client history din. Yung history niya dun sa Upwork. I say that this is an easy fix because before you get hired, or probably you're hired already and then you wanted to start na, you tell the client that before we proceed with this project, can you please verify your payment method? And then magkakaroon siya ng check mark kapag later on I'm gonna show you. Magkakaroon nga ng check mark dito, hindi na siya question mark, kundi parang blue na verified na siya. That's an easy fix, okay? Pero one of the red flags is that just make sure that before you do transact with this client and you start clocking in work, the payment method is verified already. Okay? That's the beauty of having a marketplace kasi you have a backup na hindi ka tatakbuhan ng client. That's one thing. Okay? Another is those clients who will ask you to submit ID for the job. No. Okay? Especially if it doesn't really require, let's say for example, I'm gonna make some calls, you're gonna be doing some general VA assistant calling someone, but I need to verify your passport, or no, you already verified yourself in Upwork, you are legit. So when they ask you this, you have to be very careful kasi baka ma-identity theft ka. Okay, maraming ganyan sa mga marketplaces, so be very careful. The clients who also ask you to send money before the job begins, say they will be buying a software, they will be buying this for you, they will be buying a CRM or a tool for you, or the test has a fee. Don't do that. Okay? It's easy for them to walk away, especially if the payment method is not verified. Okay, so just like there are good and bad freelancers who walk away from their clients, there are also clients who are good and bad. You just need to be very selective on the people whom you will choose, because this will affect every part of your life. Imagine you will be working with this client for 8 hours a day or 5 hours a day or full time, or worse, it might affect your reputation in Upwork. Okay, so if kagaya nun, rude yung client, di ba? Yung nakita nating feedback kanina. If the client is rude, edi baka bigyan ka ng 1-star feedback nun because of the attitude of the client itself. It's probably not your fault, but pag may mga ganun indication, you stay away from them. Okay, there are so many clients out there that have 5-star feedback. Mga outstanding clients. You work with these people, okay? And they will be giving chances also, even if you are just a newbie and you have no experience in the platform. A lot of seasoned clients in Upwork are also like that. They know that you are just bago ka sa Upwork, and they understand. Okay, trust me. If there are new freelancers, there are also new clients. So if the client is not payment method verified, walang feedback, walang review, bago lang siya, you can take a chance. Pero you just have to don't trust 100%, okay? Let them have their payment method verified, and you have to guide them as well. Kasi kung ikaw nga bagong freelancer, they can also be bagong client naman. So pareho kayong newbie. So guide mo siya into how does this work? Diba? There are people who are new and coming into Upwork for new opportunities, and there are so many people in the entire world who are coming to freelancers because our work is stellar and mas affordable and mas practical to get a freelancer like you in comparison to hiring someone from a firm or wherever that is. Okay? So but basta take precaution. Don't be very trustful agad, especially if the client is not very verified. Okay? Yan. Bad clients and toxic clients will rub you off your energy in the long run. Hindi lahat ng taong nandito ay good clients. Okay? They are bad. They will rub you off your energy in the long run, and it's just not worth it. Okay, you have to protect your self-worth, your value, and your mental health at all costs. Protect your Upwork profile as well, as if your life depends on it, because it is. This is your bread and butter. Dito tayo kumukuha ng pangkabuhayan natin. Make sure that you will not have any bad feedback hanggat maaari na hindi mo naman kasalanan. Okay? And you will not mess it up, right? Don't mess it up. Make sure that you are also professional. You put your heart and soul in it. You put your time and energy and everything you got in this project that you have. Learn to say no to clients who do not suit your personality. If something is off sa interview pa lang, you think that parang may mali na energy, that's your energy, your vibe saying that don't continue, okay? Listen to your gut feeling. All right. So, at the end of this presentation, I want to say you are worthy. You are part of Freelance to Freedom. You deserve a great client. Don't settle for someone less. See you on the next video.